Hey, we're live.
Woohoo.
Welcome back. Special edition.
From our bedroom. Can it really ever be special when it's from our bedroom?
Is it special when we're in Cleveland?
Yeah.
I never got to do our rant on Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where, again, rock and roll is all about breaking the rules until you try to bring your soda outside.
Yes. No.
Then that's strictly forbidden.
Yes.
Because rock and roll, man. No soda outside.
It was soda.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I can't verify that. And then everybody would ask. So he was also questioning my integrity.
Yeah. Well, that's rock and roll.
He was questioning my integrity and also not letting me take a soda out the doors.
But, like, rock and roll, who cares if it's booze? It's not. But rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then we tried to go live from outside, and they're like, oh, you're playing copyrighted music in the background of your video.
Well, that was Facebook.
That's rock and roll.
Facebook said no.
But, like, rock and roll, stick it to the man.
Social media enforcing rules is very arbitrary.
Yeah. So we got to go to our first hockey game of the year.
Mm-hmm. There was hockey.
There was hockey.
It was bad.
Well,
they lost 4-0. It was a bad game.
I would argue that the game was closer than the final score indicated, and it was still a lot of fun. Even though our team lost.
I had a seat with a cushion, so that was exciting.
Next week, while you're gone, I might take the girls to the ice house for University of Maryland.
More hockey?
Yeah. This baseball season's almost done.
God.
That's hockey season. Maybe basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So you're heading off somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
Nashville.
Nashville. What's in Nashville?
Music.
And?
Music.
And? I mean, you're not going for music.
A conference.
Going for a conference. You know what else is in Nashville?
Wings or something. They known for wings.
I suppose.
Nashville hot. Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing.
KFC.
Tennessee Titans.
Oh, more sports.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not seeing any sports.
I know you're not. But the Tennessee Titans are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, wouldn't you know it, they have sports cards.
Of course they do.
And in honor of your trip to Nashville, we're going to open up some Tennessee Titans. Now, this is a lot. So with a lot, you know exactly what you're going to get and exactly what you're going to pay for it. And you make the decision that what you're paying for it is worth it. But there's no surprise. I know exactly what cards are in here. I know, and they know that, it's approximately the value that they're worth and so on. But since we don't have any Tennessee Titan cards, this gives us an opportunity to learn about the Titans. Because while you're there, you might have conversations with people about the local football team.
I will not have any conversations.
And you might say,
sports.
oh, Warren Moon. He didn't play in Tennessee, but they used to be the Houston Oilers. You remember Houston, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So Warren Moon used to play. Oh, the camera's over here now. He used to play for the Houston Oilers, who became the Tennessee Titans. And it's a whole thing because there is a team in Texas and Houston now that's like, well, I want to be the Oilers, or like we want to do like a tribute to Oilers. And Tennessee is like, well, you can't do that because we have the Oilers lineage. So the Oilers lineage is technically in Tennessee and not in Houston where the Oilers played. So that's the whole thing.
I definitely will not remember any of that at all.
And as hard as I've tried, I just can't get into football. I think it's because I go straight from baseball to hockey.
Well, I know people are all whiny about football right now.
Well, what's going on?
So apparently you have to subscribe to 5 different streaming channels to get all of the
sports. We'll talk about that.
That is a thing.
I saw one thing where, for a team, it would be cheaper to actually go to the games in person than to pay for all the streaming services. Hey, Melissa. Bang. Bang. I don't know. They're just making it harder and harder to be a fan.
Well, they're just making it easier and easier for them to make money. This looks like something special.
Oh yeah, you got a little jersey patch there. Well, the thing is, like, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make more money off less people.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than having broad appeal and having a wide net, they're trying to make more and more money off of fewer and fewer, hopefully more loyal fans, is the idea. And I don't know if I'm down for that. Malik Williams.
No, we are not willing to subscribe to any more streaming services.
Yeah. But so that actually brings me to my next point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else is in Nashville?
What?
Predators.
Like the alien?
No. Like
the alien would be interesting.
So there was a hockey team called the Nashville Predators, and they were actually one of my more favorite teams this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why were they one of my more favorite teams?
They have a cool name.
They do have a cool name, cool jersey,
Mm-hmm.
good
Mm-hmm.
good team, good broadcast. But why not the Capitals? I mean, Capitals are right here.
They suck, right?
They're not great, but they're okay. Yep, Ovechkin.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the deal. I live here. Didn't grow up a Capitals fan. Know the mascot. We know the mascot. He was the mascot of Glens Falls.
Mm.
But games are expensive. Like
That's
you're talking $100 minimum per ticket. Plus you gotta get down to DC, Park or Metro. And then there was a whole thing where like, oh no, DC sucks, we're leaving.
They wouldn't let my daughter bring her tablet into a concert, and that was annoying.
And then they tried to go to Virginia, and Virginia was like, yeah, we don't like you. And then they're like, just kidding, we love DC. So there's that. So it's expensive. And again, we're not paying for cable now. We have a couple streaming services, one of them being ESPN. And every once in a while, there'd be a Capitals game on ESPN. And I'm like, perfect. I can watch it. And then you click on it to watch the Capitals game on ESPN, and guess what it says to you?
You can't watch it.
Go screw yourself. If you would like to, you can pay $20, $30 a month and get the Monumental app, and then you can watch Capitals games.
I do not understand that.
Well, a dedicated fan would do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a dedicated fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to become a dedicated fan.
Definitely not even when you can't even watch it.
If I'm not even watching the team. Like I remember when I was a kid watching New York Yankees, WPIX Channel 11.
Mm-hmm.
You just watched the baseball game. And that was it. And it was simple.
It's very complicated.
And that made you a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And that made you want to go to the games live.
Mm-hmm.
That made you want to buy the merchandise and really follow things. Now, if you like, I'm missing that step of going from being a casual fan to becoming a like rabid fan who'd be willing to pay for such things. Mm-hmm. So anyway, couldn't watch the Capitals games on ESPN, but I could watch the Predators games. So they became one of my favorite backup teams.
Oh, Philip here looks like a very nice young man.
Right? So I certainly watched the Predators more than I watched the Capitals. I listened to the Capitals a lot because you can still do that because I have a Sirius subscription. But I'm just not paying for 3 sports subscription services. Mm-hmm. We've already got ESPN. I'm not also going to play for Masson and Monumental. I'm just not. And honestly, baseball is a sport that's perfectly fine on radio, and the Orioles have some good broadcasters. Shout out to Jeff and Brett and Melanie. You guys are good. So I like that.
This looks fancy.
It does look fancy. What do you got there?
So far, I've encountered 3 Ryans.
Look at this. It's all purple and sparkly.
That's very fancy.
And it's numbered out of $2.99.
You have many duplicates in this pack. Do you realize that?
Yeah, that's how it happens. If you get a box, if you get like a case break, you're gonna get duplicates.
There's so many duplicates.
When you put them on EBs.
Okay, I've found 4 Ryan O'Reillys so far. And here's 3. Juicy. This is Juicy. I don't know. I don't get that first name. Multiple Phillips.
Well, it's a very international game.
Mm-hmm. Well, this looks like something special.
Oh, yeah, UD Canvas. Look at that. Also Ryan. Hey, guess what? My fantasy baseball team looks like they're going to win.
Ooh.
I don't think I've ever won a fantasy
Do you get
before.
something special for that?
Money.
I wonder if he's related to the supermodel.
So I actually get paid for doing this.
And here's another one that looks sort of special.
And I will use that money to either buy more baseball cards
God, no.
or a trophy.
I think you should just play with the baseball cards you have.
What if I bought myself a trophy with the money that I have won?
I mean, does it count if you didn't win the trophy?
I didn't earn a trophy. I won a league.
Does the league give you a trophy?
Well, they give me the money, and then I can use the money to buy said
yourself
trophy.
a trophy.
Yeah.
I know something about that doesn't sound right.
Well, it didn't come with a trophy because maybe you didn't want a trophy. But I do want a trophy.
Then maybe you should join a league that gives out trophies.
Well, I didn't know I was going to win. I never win. But the Lucky Ducks came through.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland was my top contributor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cleveland. There you go.
Cleveland got me over the finish line.
I have a nice shirt from them, don't I?
Jose Ramirez. Yeah, well, I didn't get a Cleveland shirt. Went to all these cities, and I didn't get myself a Cleveland shirt.
You got Kitty,
Yeah. Jose Ramirez, MVP.
Mustard, ketchup, and onion racing bottles. They're very cute. They're stickers.
I enjoyed Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good city that you took me to.
Yes. Except for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Being mean about soda.
Well, I like the Rock and Roll. Yeah. I like everything else about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes.
It's just being mean about
good
soda.
Bon Jovi display right now.
Hey, are we going? We're going to is it next week? No, 2 weekends. We're going to the Renaissance Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we open some cards from Renaissance Fair in character.
There were no baseball cards in the Renaissance, honey. There's no way you're going to find that theme.
Doesn't have to be a baseball card. Because like last week we opened Olympics cards.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't think I can find any sort of Renaissance themed
Falconry.
Okay.
They're falconry cards. Or
I bet Alan
jousting
and
cards.
Ginter. This seems like the sort of thing that Alan and Ginter would do.
I'd like to see some jousting cards.
Alan Ginter got me covered. Oh, they haven't announced yet. Are you making us go bye-bye?
Yeah.
Love you guys. So long, winners.